Wagwan peeps, it's Venom, what you saying? Alongside my home slice, damn me to the Zane. When she and I get together on the poddy, ask anybody, the vibes are insane.
Join our family and feel free to come by. We on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Yeah.
New drop on the way every Monday at 6.
Tune in and come see what we unpick.
Hey, Venom, how you doing?
Hello, Dammy Zane. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I love how you say my full name. Dammy Zane. No, it's not.
You know, like when you're preparing to tell someone off, and I had to make sure I said the whole thing.
Anyway, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Did you miss me on the podcast? Probably not.
Of course. But to be honest, there was also like very, very little time to think as well, because man's been doing a lot of different stuff. I've had a very busy in between.
Let's talk about that real briefly.
Let's talk about it in between.
Let's talk about it real briefly.
But for those that don't know, because you know, but man's all you know me up as off the market official, and that with the
man's gone.
You get me? He's off the market.
He's off the market. The wedding was lit though, I have to say. It was lit.
Thank you.
It was very lit.
Was you enjoying?
Listen, the next day I couldn't move.
It's a part that all I wanted to do was party hard, man.
It was so lit. It was lit. I felt like a celebrity as well.
Good, man.
I felt like a celebrity because
you are a celebrity. I told you.
Everyone was like, "Oh my god, is that you?" I was like, "Yeah."
She was like, "Who? Me? Oh, I'm just Dammy to the Zane.
I'm just some any ordinary girl. I don't know what you're talking about. It's just Dammy Zane out here."
All taking pictures in the photo booth and that signing autographs.
Just signing autographs.
I saw you, man.
I was like, no pictures. Yeah, it was fun.
No, it was a vibe, man.
It was a vibe. I loved the outfit changes. I loved everything. Everything was just A1. Yeah, A1. A1. As for me, though, nothing exciting. No, I'm lying. So, okay, a few episodes ago.
Exactly, you had an event, same day.
Yeah, a few episodes ago, I spoke about this new business that I've started with my friend. Shout out Kelly. And it's basically a community that we're trying to build for women so that they can make friends. Keeping it simple. And we run events bi-monthly so that people can meet in real life and yada, yada, yada. So we had an event, during the break. Same day as Venom's wedding. Cheeky, I know. But I still made it to the reception, so it's okay. So yeah, it was good. It was really good. Good turnout. And we've got another one coming up in July. So I've been planning for that as well. And you lot are the first to know because Venom doesn't even know about this yet. We're going to be launching a podcast at the end of the year.
What? See it there?
Yeah.
I'm not.
But you're always going to be. But you're always going to be.
I'm not jealous.
But you're always going to be the original. Do you know what I mean? Oh, no.
I'm not jealous.
There's no need for you to be jealous.
I'm playing.
It's going to be vibes, but it's going to be a different vibes to what we got going on over here. And we'll be established by then. We'd have been at it for like a year.
Do you know what, yeah? Let me be honest. I tell you what is the only thing that actually does make me jealous is that I want to be involved. Like, just low-key, just like little...
No, you are going to be involved. You just don't know yet. So... I will talk to you about that.
I just see Dammy posting all these things with the girl them, and I'm like...
Don't worry.
I just want to come through and say, hey... You know,
you want your celebrity moment like I had mine at your wedding. That's what you want, isn't it?
Basically.
I get it, and you will get that moment. But yeah, we'll talk about.
I want to be like, okay, you lot having an event, cool. Let me do this on the side. Let me help in this way. You know what I mean? Let me be a part. But you know,
that could be arranged because I was gonna holler at you anyway for some things.
Okay. Well, the line, you know, the saying, the line is always there. Just put the V sign in the air, you know, like the bat sign.
Let's go. We've not said hello. To the people then,
Wagwan
properly.
people. I know it's been a minute, innit? Well, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. We took a little break. Man's had to do certain things, come off the market and that. I'm back now. The stock is up. Can never be down. So yeah, thank you for joining us. This is the Unpicked podcast with my co-host, Dammy to the Zane.
What you saying,
And
yo?
myself,
What you saying,
Mr.
yo?
Venom.
What you saying, yo?
So
What does that
yeah,
look like?
man.
Hold on, let me do it properly.
What yoy?
Yeah, because
Dammy
Venom's got
to the Zane.
Venom's got the V, Dammy's got the D. Get me. Got the D out here.
Oh, that sounds mad, you know? That sounds like some mad transsexual show that we didn't even know we had.
I didn't think that way, and you did. That's mad.
Venom's got the V, Dammy got the D. Put it LGB to the T to the plus.
It depends on how you. It depends on how you. It depends on how you interpret.
Don't forget
that.
the Q. Don't forget
Because
the T.
it could mean.
Sorry.
Don't forget the plus. Don't forget the plus.
Yeah, no, don't forget the plus.
Hey, hello, hi,
Don't
guys.
forget the plus. Man is moving sus.
Are you gonna
Got
let
a
me
little
do my
V
intro?
in his child to the zus. Huh? What?
This
Sorry,
is
I'm
how you
just
know.
dropping
This is how
freestyle
you,
rhymes.
this is how you know we're so gassed to come back, guys. Like we never left.
Fully. Man's got new
But
bars. I'm ready.
Gonna have a new intro soon. But anyway, hey, hello,
Yeah.
hi, guys. It's your home slice, Dammy Zane, in the building.
Cheers.
I'm here. I'm back, yo. Back like I never left. Get me? And as I was
know.
gonna say before you got gassed with your rhymes, yeah, the whole Dammy's got the D, Venom's got the V thing. Technically,
Yeah.
it's right.
Explain the technicality because I definitely don't understand.
Because I'm not talking about we're not talking about like on our physical body. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, Dammy's got the D, and Venom's got the V. You see it there?
See it there? You never knew it was a trans show, but now you know.
It's
You
not.
hear me?
That's not what I'm saying. Listen, you know what, guys? Yeah, you know what? Drop it in the comments if you get what I'm saying. And I'm not talking about no LGBTQ things. Get me? I'm gonna leave it there. So what we got for you today is, as normal, we've got some games. We've got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We got what's hot, and we've got hot topics, and obviously the main topic as well. So let's get into it. So Venom,
Right.
I'm back with the this or that this time.
Okay.
My question to you is, which one of these would you do, or which one of these would you rather in exchange for £50 billion?
50 Billy.
Billy pounds.
I'm listening.
Okay.
Stalin.
Sterling, yeah. Number one. Number one, slap your mother or slap your pops. £50 billion.
Who am I slapping?
Yeah.
Oh, I slapped my dad.
Okay.
I slapped my dad ASAP. To be
Wow.
fair, right?
ASAP.
It's no.
ASAP,
Do you know why? It's because I remember the last time I was beaten, and it was by my dad. Like, as in properly. The last time I was beaten was by my mum, but the last time I was actually beaten properly, like disciplined, was by my dad. So I'll give him one back. So we're even, Steven. But it's all love.
All right, cool. Coolio. Number two, stay in lockdown for a year. No wifey, no family, no friends, just you for a year. Or no music for a year. Not allowed to produce, not allowed to listen to it, nothing for a year.
Oh, lockdown, easy. Easy peasy.
In isolation. Can't see no one.
Yeah,
Can't
lockdown
talk to
for
no
a
one.
year.
You're
If I
newly
can
married,
make
you know.
music, yeah, but it's 1 year and I'm going to have 50 billion, not even one. Do you know how much 50 billion is anyway? I'm gonna have 50 billion when I come out. Yeah, no complaints. Lockdown 1 year, calm.
Alright, cool. Okay. Number 3. Be a sugar baby to a man for a year.
Mad.
Or no sex for 2 years.
Mad. Wait, let's talk details. Let's talk details. Okay. Zaddy. Let's talk details. All right. So be a sugar baby to a brother.
To a man.
Does this mean that man has to do things? Is that kissing and...
You got to do the things that sugar babies and sugar daddies do.
I'm not going to lie. That's just mad, isn't it? Yeah, 2 years, boy. 2 years abstinence. That's just mad. I'm trying to talk myself into it and I'm realizing, nah, that's mad. Because, you know, like...
It's just 1 year.
No. But you know what it is?
I'm not putting any, like, parameters on it.
I hear you. No, I hear you. But okay. I'm thinking about it. The more I think about it, the more I'm realizing, nah, that's mad compromising. Because, like... I'm thinking, what have I seen sugar babies do? As in, like the girls when they got a sugar daddy, and mans will be whipping them hair, taking them to nice fancy restaurant, taking their pics and all of that. And
yeah,
I'm like,
you could be the candy. I see that for you. You know,
rah, am I doing all of that? That's a lot. That is a lot.
Okay, let's say there's no sexual favors. He's just taking you out.
No, but prancing around, innit? Like basically, I'll be prancing around like I'm a woman. Like that's not me, innit?
No, sugar babies can be guys, you know. There's guys that are sugar babies.
No, of course a sugar baby can be guy.
So you're still going to be you. You're not going to be prancing around like a woman. You're not going to be asked to wear a bikini. You're going to be Venom as a sugar...
Depends on Zaddy. That depends on Zaddy. And like...
It's your chance.
Thinking,
it's your chance to show him... It's your chance to show him the bunda. Do you know what I mean? That high bunda you keep talking about.
That is mad. That's mad. Like, oh yeah, I like when you wear them panties. Like you wear them panties. That's a bit mad.
He'll be like, I like it when
that is a little bit mad.
Wear them jeans that I like. Wear them jeans that I like.
Because you can't even say no.
No, because it's 50 billion.
You can't even say no.
And he'll be taking you out to places.
Nah, that's...
You'll be his eye candy.
Nah.
I think Venom would
make
nice eye candy. That's the other
thing as well.
I think Venom would make nice.
I do too, but...
Yeah, like...
Not like that. Not like that.
I think you can do it. It's no sex for 2 years. Bruh.
Yeah, easy peasy.
As a newlywed, deep it.
Can you
no forms of sex,
masturbate?
No, nothing.
No, but can you masturbate? As in yourself? No woman's involved.
No sexual anything for 2 years.
Still, yeah, man will do it.
I mean, I already took your first answer, so there's no point in considering.
It's calm.
All right, cool. There you go, guys. Let me know in the comments if you would.
Wait, what was my first answer? My first answer was...
Oh yeah, let me do the wrap up. So you'd slap your father.
Mm-hmm.
No respect. You'd stay in lockdown for a year.
Mad.
No contact with anybody at all. Complete solitude, isolation.
Solitude with my music though.
Yes, and you would forego sex or any sort of sexual pleasure for 2 years for 50 billion.
Yeah, boy. I want to hear from a straight brother who would have the zaddy, who would be the sugar baby.
Yeah.
Car. I just had to, anyway.
That
one's definitely tough, boy.
I'm not gonna lie, as I was coming up with this or that, I was giggling to myself heavy. I was really
that one is tough.
Proud of myself.
Because at first you're like, oh, minor, and then you're like, bruh.
I said I'm coming with the smoke this time with my this or that's, because you came for me in a couple of them in the last season. And since we're in season 2 now, I'm coming heavy. Yes.
Okay. Coming heavy with the D, yeah? Is that you, Dammy?
Prepare to be sick of me. Listen, the D can come heavy, but not on this podcast. It's not that type of show. Okay, so... it's time for What's Hot.
So what's hot? this one slipped under the radar for me, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Because, again, I was on Instagram and I saw people, like, talking about it. And I said, wait, this is out? Stranger Things. Stranger Things, my favorite show on the whole of Netflix. The actual reason why I would tell anybody to get Netflix is probably for Breaking Bad and Stranger Things. There's nothing else I would say you must get Netflix for. And I didn't even know that season 4 had landed. And it was already out. But season 4, Stranger Things. I haven't finished it yet. Have you finished?
I haven't started it.
Hey, are you up to date, at least? Are you up to season 4?
I'm up to date. And I'm bad with Netflix shows because I binge it. I'll sit there in one sitting and watch the whole thing.
And just
I'm
do the
waiting.
whole thing.
Yeah. So I'm waiting. I'm like, you know what? Just pace
Well, it's all
yourself.
there. It's not. Yeah, it's all there.
I know it's all there.
I'm just saying.
That's why. That's why. That's why.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I heard this
there,
one.
But...
I heard this one is lit still. I've heard this one is good.
I mean, have you ever heard that one of them wasn't lit, actually?
No, every season was good. But you know what? Stranger Things, yeah, it's been a while. That's why I'm waiting, because it's been a full
while.
It's been since pre-lockdown, no?
I feel like the last one came out in... Damn, it was either 2019, which is pre-lockdown, or it was 2021.
Early 2020.
Sorry, 2020.
Yeah.
In lockdown, like it was already filmed and it just came out. I think it was in lockdown the first year.
That was season 3. I watched all of the thing about Strange. Do you know when you like, you'll understand this, like when you're in a long-term relationship and you guys watch shows together and all that business. Okay, well, Stranger Things is one of those shows that I used to watch with my ex. This will be the first season I watch by myself. And I'm just a bit like, bittersweet still. I'm not trying to remember that guy. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's why I've not watched it yet.
I hear that.
I've not watched it yet. I've got to psych myself out.
I hear that.
I'm over the thing, but still, it's like, rah, like this was our thing. And now it's just Dami Zane's thing by herself.
Do you know what? Yeah. Do you know what? I had something like that. Actually, I didn't have something like that, but I watched Breaking Bad with like an ex-partner.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just didn't. And I fully watched it with them, whole thing. But I don't associate with her. I don't know. I just was like, calm.
Listen, I'm such a...
You're emotional.
We spoke about this before. We spoke about how I'm a simp, yeah?
I don't know, because I'm thinking of... I was going to say that, but I'm thinking of bare, like, disrespectful words. I was like, is that what you're going for? I can't rush you with disrespect.
No, simp. Yeah, I'm a simp. So these things, like, as much as I have no feelings for the person anymore, it's just like, that was our thing. It's still like, do you know what I mean?
I got you.
Yeah, now it's just going to be a Dami Zane thing. But it's cool, though, because, like, guys, hit me up if you want it to be our thing.
Innit? Especially with the new, not to plug Apple or nothing, yeah, but especially, they were supposed to do this last year. It definitely didn't happen. But they got their share plating where like you can like set up a FaceTime and then start doing. Yeah.
But I'm one of those people.
I'm about to do that bare.
I'm one of those people, you can't FaceTime me randomly. It's a no-no.
No, you arrange it. We arrange it.
It's got to be by appointment. You can't just be FaceTiming me like that. What the hell is that? You've got to be...
not freestyle FaceTime to watch a whole episode.
We have to be... Don't FaceTime me, period. Unless... We've got to be like on that level for me to be cool with you FaceTiming me out of the blue. No.
Damn.
Anyway, guys, let us know what you think of Stranger Things. No spoilers. And we gonna move on to the hot topics.
Okay.
Because I know you're excited to talk about this.
You did it.
So Michael B. Jordan is on the market. Why? Because he and Lori Harvey have split up. Praise the Lord.
Yeah, how you introduced it,
Yeah, because apparently they wanted different things. So Michael B. Jordan's ready to settle down. He's ready to be a husband. And Laurie was
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm not ready for that. I'm still trying to be a baby girl. So they broke up. And I'm like, yo, you turned down Michael B. Jordan's proposal to be a baby girl. Are you all right?
Listen, I'm just gonna say it right here, right now. Kevin Samuels is turning in his grave because this is what man was talking about, bruv.
I never thought we
Woman
would
is
hear that guy's name ever again in this podcast.
it's coming up,
Why are we
coming
still
up,
talking
coming up.
about that inconsequential guy? Please.
Inconsequent. Because
Inconsequent.
listen,
Inconsequent.
I'm telling you. Because look, it's almost like I can see this woman's fate before her. That's why I'm saying it. She is so pretty or beautiful, however you want to articulate. She is so pretty.
Very attractive.
She's got this guy, amazingly attractive guy, interested, and he's successful. I don't know how successful, but I know he ain't poor. I don't know him personally, but I can only assume, you know what I mean, based on what has come out, that he's not a bad guy.
Michael's hella attractive too. I mean...
that's what I said. That's what I said.
He on the market. Dami Zayn's on the market.
No, but it's not
He's
about
ready
him
to settle
being on
down.
the market.
Dami Zayn's ready to settle down. Michael B. Jordan, if you're seeing this, holla at me. My socials are in the description.
It's the facts, bruv. How the hell, well, not even how, anybody can turn down anybody. Why the hell would you turn down such an attractive man?
It's just that she's
single.
She's just not ready, and she's young. See, this is the thing. This is what I'm saying about these guys. They'll be telling you that a woman that's past a certain age, she's done her hair. And I'm itching close to this age. I mean, I've got some time, but I'm itching close to this age that you start hearing, you're done her hair, right? They're going for really young girls, but a lot of the really young girls of today's day and age, especially in the industry, they're not trying to settle down like that. So this is what happens when you chase girls, when you chase people, whether you're a man or a woman, you chase people where they're in a stage in their life where they're not on the same like mindset as you. And you're there dating them for dating's sake. This is what happens when you date for dating's sake. Now, Michael B. Jordan, because he's a man, it's cool because he can meet someone else in a year's time, marry them, or some guys 6 months, boom. Next thing you hear, they're getting engaged. He's cool, he's a man. But let's say it was the other way around. Laurie was the older person. Like, not too long ago, we were talking about Megan Good and Devon, right?
Devon, yeah.
Devon or Devon, as you said in there.
Devon Franklin.
Gotta
be Devon.
You were saying, oh, he's wasted 10 years of her life. She's got to go back in the market as an older woman, insinuating it's going to be harder for her because she's older.
It will.
And unfortunately, I have to agree, it is harder. But because it's Michael B. Jordan, he's the man in the situation. It's cool. He'll find someone. That's fine.
I ain't worried about him. I ain't worried about him.
I'm not worried about Laurie either.
I'm worried about Laurie.
Bare man are rejoicing that she's also on the market.
Yeah. That don't make it easier.
If you were single, and you was introducing that hot topic, I'm pretty sure you'd have been like, Laurie Harvey's on the market, yo. The same way I was Michael B. Jordan.
But But this is the reality. She, even though we don't do the same thing about this high value woman, but in terms of like being highly desirable, she's a highly desirable woman.
Yeah.
She's young. She attractive as hell. Black, so obviously loads of black guys gonna be like, yeah, boy. You know what I mean? So with that, just like with
although she's of the lighter complexion, just throwing that out there, but okay, go on.
Cool. But like with that, just like with any preferable uni position or any preferable job, if that becomes available, loads of applicants. They're trash. That's not hard. That's not going to be easy for her. So now she's going to just have to decipher through all that trash and all of the dope applicants. And all the while she's getting older. all the while she's getting to that point where she's gonna start getting nearer and nearer to the threshold, and then all of that option that she had and that luxury is gonna turn into pressure.
So what is
And
this
now she's gonna have to make a choice.
What's this threshold age in your opinion?
I don't particularly feel like it's a particular age. What would I say? I mean, I don't really know, because it's more so to do with fertility as well, if you know what I mean. Because if you want children as a woman,
Mm-hmm.
and then I don't know if women know that they're running out of eggs and stuff like that. I don't know if you actually know how many eggs you got left.
Of course we do.
So,
well, we don't know how many we got left. Example, we know we're running out.
It's coming down. Yeah. So let's say I don't know what is a good number, but let's say for a fact, boom, I got like 5 eggs left.
That's 5 months. That means time is... That's 5 months.
Okay, cool. So damn, boy, time is running out. Or let's say 12 eggs then. Let's say if you got 12 eggs.
If I knew I had 12 eggs, left right now, I'm done for. I'm done at it. I'm done at it, guys.
Exactly. You're gonna be like, right, so either I'm making the decision now, or it's a wrap in terms of kids.
It'll be sperm donor, because the dating scene right now is hell on earth. So,
and that's what I'm saying. You don't want to be in a position like that. You want to be able
I hear
to
what
make
you're saying.
a choice when you got no pressure.
I hear what you're saying, because at the end of the day, she had someone that is desirable. He's making good money. He's been with you for a year and a bit, or maybe even a bit longer than that. You guys seem happy. He's ready to settle down with you. Why wouldn't you say yes? But if she's not ready, she's not ready. And that goes back to what I was saying, that this is why it's imperative when you're dating, especially if you're dating with intention, because it sounds like Michael B. Jordan is somewhat in that place in his life where he's like, you know what, I want a wife. Do you know what I mean? I want that one pums for the rest of my life. That's what I want.
He made that clear from the beginning, though.
Exactly. So he was dating with intention. Laurie wasn't. Now, why date someone who's not on the same page as you? Listen, from experience, it's a waste of time. That's the exact reason why me and my ex broke up. One of us was ready to go, take that next step of commitment. The other one was still doing like this. Then I don't know. Okay, well, okay. I wish I knew this earlier, then I wouldn't have stayed with you for so long, because we clearly are not on the same page. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So there's no point. Did you hear about that TikToker who was going on about how he's bagged a black girl that looks like a white girl? A black girl with white girl features.
Yeah, he's a dickhead. Oops. He's an idiot. Maybe we'll bleep that.
Defo keeping that.
Don't use that kind of language, kids.
Yeah.
Don't use me as an example. I don't speak like that normally.
Do as I say, not as I do. Yeah.
Not as I do. Thank you. That's the same.
Yeah,
that guy is not the smartest person. But there's more in the room. There's more even to his story, because I sort of looked at a few more stories around just his character.
Yeah.
And he had like some case pending for pedophilia and all sorts, like banging 15-year-olds and
where.
Yeah. Like he's not really. He's like 28 years old, and he got a 15-year-old girl pregnant. And he even said, this is on TikTok though, on the TikTok live stream. He said it was an accident, and like person lied about their age, yada yada yada. Which I'm like, you know what? If that's what happened, fair enough. Even though obviously some people might look young, yada yada. That's not for me. The law is the law. I ain't make the law to say that 16 is okay to sleep with any man of any age upward. Yeah, that's the law that this country upholds. But he then said, yeah, because like if you have an accident like that or whatever, like one time, like fair enough, innit? Maybe even 2 times, fair enough, or 3 times, but like after that, I said, wait, what? What are you out here trying to?
So
anyway,
I need to say, I need to say, because, you know, our listeners are not just from the UK. We got some international listeners. We love y'all. Basically,
Indeed, we do.
Love Island UK has started. And
Mm.
I mean, Venom, I do want to talk a little bit about Love Island. Not today, but I'm going to definitely talk about Love Island at some point in this podcast.
I'll watch some episodes because I don't watch that kind of trashy TV. I'll watch some.
But yeah, he was supposed to be a contestant on the UK Love Island. And
okay,
I've noticed this is a trend. Whenever there's a new contestant coming on for Love Island, there's always one guy that they have to release information about that he's racist or something. Like, it's always, I've clocked it. The last couple of seasons, there's been like at least one contestant where it's been a bit, are they a colorist? Are they racist? Like, it's a thing. Yeah. So I was on the edge of my seat. I was waiting for someone to come out of the potential lineup and hear that, boom, they're racist. Yeah. I was waiting for it. But essentially, this guy, he went on a live. He's a mixed guy, so I'm assuming half black. Well, he's got black in him anyway. He's mixed, and he was talking to a white guy, his friend, on a live on TikTok, and he was talking about how he's met this black girl that's got white features, and how normally black girls look like one footballer. What's that footballer's name?
It was Drogba. Like Didier Drogba or something. No?
Drogba, yeah, Drogba. And this went viral, obviously, on Twitter. You lot was waiting for me to mention Twitter. It went viral on Twitter. And yeah, the girl, he even did I don't know if it was snaps or stories on Instagram of his date with this black girl that he was talking about. And he would was leaving you know, when you put captions on the video, and he was like, oh my gosh, she's saying how he can't believe his first blackie. That's how he was referring to her. I'm going on my date with my first blackie and all this business, yeah. A few days later, the girl comes out and says she didn't know that he was talking about her like that and that he had those views. If she had known, things would have been different. She then released a voice note of him where he was basically apologizing to her, bunny fingers, for the comments that he made. And even then, he was still saying some real techie things, right? And so I, first of all, was like, he better not come on Love Island, because that would say a lot about ITV and Love Island as a whole, especially because people have always been saying that Love Island is racist because it doesn't have a good representation of black people, and they don't put contestants on there that like black women. So the black women always end up being gaslit or picked last and all that business. So I was like, he can't be on Love Island. No way. Lo and behold, he's not on Love Island. Not that we know of yet. But yeah, I found the thing is, yeah, I was shocked because I was like, bruh, your mum or your dad is black because you're mixed. So what are you really talking about here? To fix your stinking mouth to talk about how black women are usually ugly when you are partially black yourself. You must have black cousins or a black
black
auntie.
Family or something. You've
therefore got a black grandparent. For sure, you got a black grandma. You trying to tell me that grandma looks like Drogba? Is that what you're trying to say?
Mad.
Do you know what I'm saying? Where's the respect?
No, but I'm gonna take a stab in the dark and say that his dad is black and that his mum is white,
and his dad wasn't around. His
dad possibly wasn't around, but he's definitely grown up in a white area as well. He's socialized as a white guy, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and do you know what? Even looking at the girl that he considered to have white features, yeah, she's obviously she's a very attractive black girl, but she looked like she could be a Barbie. And I think that's why he thinks that she looks like she has white features. And it just reminded me of a previous episode where we were talking about if people know that they're ugly. Season 1, guys, if you're new here to this family and you ain't preed it, go watch season 1. It's there.
Definitely watch the back catalogue.
Go watch the back catalogue. And I was saying there's a certain type of look when it comes to black girls that tends to be considered the more attractive black girl. That's what he was trying to explain. The chiseled features, the nose is not too wide, her lips are not massively big. Do you know what I mean? There's a certain look. Not all black women look like that, obviously. So it's, I was just like, bruh, how can a mixed person talk about black people like that? You definitely have a black nana, for sure. You got a black nan, bruv.
And you're saying she looked like Drogba. As soon as I saw the caption of that conversation, I was like, this guy's got it in for him. And I don't understand why people keep doing this. This is my issue. I understand why it happens once or twice because people are positioned socially in different spaces where they may feel like that's okay or whatnot. But no one is learning from the examples that have preceded them. And this is my problem, is no one is learning.
Do you know
I see
what?
the same mistakes getting made month after year.
He did that thing because he did an apology, you know. You know they always do apology. And we bantered about this in the last episodes about the boldest.
What about your pendant?
We bantered about it. He said, "I'm not racist, bruv. I've got a tattoo of Muhammad Ali on my leg."
Mad.
I've heard it all now. I've heard I'm not racist. My girlfriend was black. I dated a black girl. I'm not racist. My wife is black. I'm not racist. I got a black friend. I'm not racist. I work with black people. I've heard that, but this is a new one. He's got a tattoo of Muhammad Ali on his leg. So he's not racist, guys.
No. Impossible.
He's not racist. So if I get a shirt with a bold man on the shirt and I wear it, I'm not boldest, guys. You heard it here first.
Wow. Don't even try it.
I've said what I had to say.
Well.
Queenie Elizabeth had her 70th year Jubilee, whatever celebration. I don't really care. I don't care about it because, first of all, we all know the royal families, the teeth, get me, and I don't celebrate teeths, get me. So I took advantage of the bank holiday to shayo, enjoy. But I wasn't celebrating Queenie. I ain't got time for that. That's not part of my culture. So, however, as part of the festivities, the Met Police obviously came to show their face, innit? Came to show their backside and show us what they're really about. So on the Saturday of the bank holiday weekend, police were called on the scene earlier hours of the morning on Chelsea Bridge Road. Called out because there was a man who was armed with a screwdriver and he was shouting. So come on the scene, we get one black guy, one white guy, police officers come to disarm Bunny Fingers, this guy. 2 twos now. They tased him because apparently they couldn't restrain him. 2 men against 1 couldn't restrain him. Screwdrivers on the floor. They continued to taser him. He couldn't hack it. He was begging them, please stop tasing me, please stop tasing me, please stop tasing me. They wouldn't stop. So these times he's rolling on the floor, you know. I'm not gonna put the footage. I'm not gonna put the footage in because it's very triggering, guys. I'm just gonna explain it. You know, East London storyteller. That's gonna be my new tag. So yeah, he's rolling on the floor. He's begging them, please, please, stop tasing me. And then he can't hack it. He gets up and he jumps over the bridge into the river.
The River Thames.
The River Thames. Then on Sunday, he was pronounced dead. So they got him out, they got him to hospital, and then on Sunday he was pronounced dead. There's been a lot of conversation about whether it was racist, whether there was some displays of racism there from the Met Police. So the question that we're unpicking today is whether or not it was actually racist. Venom. You've seen the footage.
I've seen the footage. I have indeed.
How'd you feel?
Watching that footage, I felt like I couldn't see the screwdriver, if I'm honest. So from the perspective of not even being able to see the weapon, it definitely seemed like excessive force was being used because they tased the man fell to the ground. Essentially from that point, you can detain him. Like he was in agony, it was clear to see he was now weak or weak enough for you to subdue, or at least to attempt to remove the weapon. Like they were not moving quickly, they were just walking. It was very unelevated in terms of confrontation.
Mm.
And it just repeated, yeah, as you say, he kept screaming, he kept squealing every time they shocked him. But I guess the racism claim is always going to be a very tricky one in this particular instance because one of the police officers was black.
Yep.
That's always going to be the defense of the Met immediately because
Yep.
one of the officers was black.
Yep.
So I guess it's less a question maybe of racism and more a question of unfair racial treatment, since it's almost impossible to call a black officer racist, if you know what I mean, given the circumstance. But it's
Yeah,
definitely
I'm one of those people that doesn't think it's racist. I don't think it was racist. I think it was
yeah.
more negligence.
Yeah, I think it was
in
negligence due
in
to the
general.
race of the man who was the
Yeah.
criminal, or you know what I mean.
Yeah. I agree. I just don't think
He
it
was
was
dark
race.
skinned black. Oh, what a threat! Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And the reason why I say that is because the person that was actually tasing him was the black guy.
Yeah.
So the black police officer was tasing him. The white police officer was just like shouting at him to put his hands down. Because every time they would tase him, the black guy would put his hands up
Obviously.
Basically pleading with them to stop tasing
in pain,
him.
in reaction.
In pain. Then they tased him again. And then he flipped out. He almost like... I mean, the first time I watched it, I cried because I'm emotional like that. And just listening to the footage and hearing the guy in pain and hearing him screaming, like, please stop tasing me. Like, please don't tase, don't tase. He kept saying, don't tase, don't tase. That was traumatic for me personally. So I got emotional, I cried, and then I went back and watched it again just to analyze, you know. And yeah, the white guy was just basically shouting at him. Meanwhile, the black guy was the one doing the tasing. And you can see the screwdriver on the floor. So by the time they tased him the first time, the screwdriver was already out of his hands. They tased him the first time, he fell to the floor. In that moment, they could have detained him. They could have actually restrained him from that point. But they continued to tase. And I didn't think they expected him to get up and jump. And you can even see, like, when he jumped over the river, over the bridge into the River Thames, you can see them, like, in a split second, like, basically basically. You can see the reaction. They didn't expect that. I think maybe negligence isn't the right word, maybe abuse of power. You know, when you give people power, it gets to their head. And in any profession, I tend to find that some people, they become jobs worths. They become like, they get all pompous about it. Like, yeah, I got a bit of power. And I think that's what happened there. You know, we had a black police officer, a white police officer. I personally think that police officers already act like they own the place because they think they're untouchable. That's just my personal opinion of them. And I think that's exactly what happened there. They just thought, you know what, let's play a little game. Let's just tase this guy until he lies there and doesn't move. And that's what happened.
I don't know. I just felt like he just, you know, like when you're just not present. I just feel like he was not present.
I
like
think
he was not really there, actually understanding that he is electrocuting
I think there was
somebody.
More. Yeah. Well, I can't speak for the police officer. I think it was more, I'm a police officer. I can do what I like. I can tell you what I like. And you're not going to listen to me. I'm going to tase you. That's what I think happened. But that's because of my own unconscious bias about police officers, period. Do you know what I mean? But with the guy that had the screwdriver, I don't think he was okay. I think there might have been a mental health thing going on there because of the way he was screaming and stuff like that. I don't think he might have been dangerous, but I don't think it was like, I'm here to be violent on purpose. I think there was more to it. Because for him to think that jumping into the river is the solution to not being tased, you need to think about this person's mental health. And their logical...
But you also need to think about the pain that they're in as well.
But you need to think about the logical thought process there. Like, for him to think, me jumping into the river, with current already running through my body, for me to jump into water, that's going to save me. To get away. there's more to it. And I think we're going to hear more. By the time this episode comes out, we'll probably hear more. And I'd be interested to find out what the Met Police come back with. But they will definitely be saying it's not a racial incident
Oh, of
simply
course not. Yeah, of
because the
course.
black officer was the one that was tasing the guy in the first place.
I think it's going to be even more interesting. I mean, I don't think we'll probably ever hear, but it would be insightful to hear from that black officer to know what the hell was going through his mind. And I guess even more importantly, what is going through his mind now that he's basically
He's gonna say
killing this guy.
He's gonna say the guy wasn't adhering to the instructions that they were giving him, which is to put his hands down so that they could.
Oh no, I
so
get
that
that.
they could arrest him. They thought he was gonna. They thought he was dangerous. They thought he was gonna be violent and a threat to the people around. That they had to protect everybody else. Blah 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 blah. That's what they're gonna come up with.
No, that's what they'll say. But I mean, I want to know what he thinks, as in what he really
right
thinks.
now.
Yeah, like what he like off camera, like not press. As in, I want to know what's actually going through his head, because like watching that video, if you watch it back, and you're looking at him or he's looking at himself, I don't see a way that you wouldn't feel guilty.
I'm going to keep quiet because, like I said, I don't rate the popo. Do you know what I mean? I'm just, to be fair, I don't know a lot of people in London, black people in London, who like the police. We already have our feelings about them. So my opinion on that, I don't think he would be feeling bad. I think he'd be thinking, well, boy, I did what I had to do. And again, I think it was a bit of abuse. It was the abuse of power. And I think that's what it was. As a black man, who knows? Depends on how he sees himself as a black man. Does he think he's above all other black men because he's a police officer? Does he, do you know what I mean? Like, is he in touch with the black community, with the urban community or not? Who knows? We don't know. He might be, but who knows?
Yeah, because I mean, he's gonna have black relatives. You know what I mean? Even if he's,
he might have black relatives. He might have black relatives who don't talk to him though, because he's a police officer.
Yeah, there's always that. Yeah, there's always that.
Do you know what I mean? Like, we don't know. Is his wife even black? Who knows?
I mean, all of these things come into question when you're black and a police officer. It's kind of
a thing, isn't
right?
it?
Is it right? Is it wrong?
I think obviously black people can do what you want. If you want to be a police officer,
no, I know, but I mean that's instantly
what
I think. That's the first thing I think of as well. And I'm just.
It's bad, but it is what it is. It's not right that we think that way, but it's because of, you know, in our generation especially, we've seen a lot at the hands of police officers, and when it's not as bad. Well, I don't like comparing us to America anymore, to be fair, but it's not as over here simply because police officers can't be shooting up the place anyhow like they do in America. Yeah, but we know that there's definitely institutional racism when it comes to the police. You know, back in the day, it was most stop searches were done to black people.
No, but there's even institutional racism in the police for black officers.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a thing. So, you know, it's not a profession I would ever choose for myself, and it's not a profession I don't see anyone in my family actually choosing for themselves either. But I don't know, it is what it is. But I personally think that it got to their head, innit? You know how the Met Police move in London. You know how they move. Any wrong thing, boom, they're just looking to attack because they're thinking, yeah.
Looking to make moves.
I'm that guy.
It's a tricky one, man. It's very tricky because
even the women move like that. Even the police officers that are women move like that.
In the height of the pandemic, I'm looking at life and I'm like, yo, everything's moving mad, you know? I'm considering MI5. Obviously, that's not going to run now because I said it. But I'm like considering MI5. How much do they pay you to be a policeman? I'm just looking at money versus time, but I'm like, what is going to end some meat right now? So I understand how some people end up in these careers that are not necessarily favorable. But at the same time as well, it's like, I know that the black community are not in love with the popo, but there's literally no way to change it from the outside in. So you have to have more black police officers to have any kind of impact that's favorable within the
Yeah.
police.
Yeah, you're right.
But it's just, do you know what I mean? It's just like, but then as soon as someone is a black police officer, you're like,
do you know what
no,
the problem
is?
There's
Do you know what I mean?
there's nothing wrong with a black person wanting to be a police officer. The problem is when you get circumstances like we've seen with this guy, where the black police officer is inflicting violence and aggression
On
towards a fellow
person,
black person to the point where that person dies.
Mm-hmm.
That's when it becomes a point of contention. Because it's like, okay, so what was you there for? Because what you weren't there to change the system from the inside out. You was there to facilitate.
Because that's what it ends up being. Because there's so few of them. Even if loads of them join, there's still so few of them that like it becomes that thing where like, well, if you're trying to get the promotion or you're trying to be a respectable officer, like the scenario is doesn't tase him enough. He escapes or he injures the white officer or something. That's a mark on the black officer. You didn't do enough. You were soft because he was black. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lose-lose scenario.
There's certain professions you don't go into. You want to change black people's lives, go be a teacher, because more black kids need to see more teachers in school. That you would have more impact on a child. You would have more impact on black people being a black teacher than you would being a black police officer.
Actually, I think you're probably right, actually.
Yeah.
Because you don't need to prevent the crime. You need to prevent the learning that these criminal activities is a way of life.
You need to show these kids that there's more. That the teachers that had an impact on my life growing up were all black teachers. There's only one white one.
Same. See? I won't say they were all black because I didn't grow up being taught by all black people. One of my favorite white teachers was my basketball coach. He was just a solid guy, man. Very different. But then my RE teacher was a black woman. These times, man is not into RE. And as soon as she left, I failed. But I was doing good when she was there. And I've gone on to also not even practice that religion. But it doesn't matter. She was a life teacher. We spoke about stuff that weren't even subject. Like, we just got into it. Because that's a black woman. I was like, look, miss, I got questions in it. And we just rapped. My graphic design teacher, he got me to come into school on a Saturday. No one in their wildest dreams could get me to come into school. For 1 minute past school is finished. But he was like, you can come in on Saturdays. I'll be here. Then you can do your work if you need. I can support you. If not, whatever. But I'll be here Saturdays. Man used to come into school every Saturday for free. Am I a dickhead?
I'm telling you.
Man was doing it.
Because black kids need to be given hope. Black kids need to be given hope that the institution isn't totally against them. How do you do that? Stick some more black people in schools.
Yeah, no, definitely.
That's how you do that. Because then it's like,
and I think it's champions as well.
Yeah, because otherwise what happens is, like, especially for me, like when I moved to Essex and most of my teachers were white, I had no faith in the institution. I wasn't in any activities for me to be with the police or have any encounters with the police. But my first experience of any institution was school. And I didn't have a great perception of the institution because the teachers were allowing me to go through racial bullying, right? Racist bullying. Till I got a black teacher. And that black teacher instilled hope in me. Big up, Miss Hector. Forever. Legit. Like, she backed me. Like, listen, she instilled hope in the system because she looked like me and she understood what I was going through and she understood my struggle. So if you're a black person, you want to do something and you want to, go into a profession that not a lot of black people are in, because you want to change something from within, go and be a teacher. A police officer, I don't know, because I just don't think the Met Police is ready for that yet. There's a long way to go with that. Plus, you're going to get black people looking at you sideways.
It's true. That's another factor.
Especially if you're from London, certain ends, you know what I mean? Like South, anywhere in South, East, North, man, them. They're going to look at you sideways.
Mm.
Going to look at you sideways.
Yeah, oh
so
boy.
maybe that's not the one to go into, or go into it with caution, innit? So yeah, I guess our conclusion is not racial, definitely abuse of power, definitely negligence because of his race, as opposed to it being a racist attack. And we'll wait and see what comes out, because the Met Police are going to do. They have to do it. They have to investigate it. They have to investigate it, and
The footage is there. So, yeah,
it would become public knowledge soon. So when that happens, we might come back to it. But guys, let us know in the comments what you think about that. If you've not heard about it, Google is your friend, because I don't want to put that triggering video into this. I'm not doing that. So go on Google, look it up. It's not hard to find. Let us know in the comments what you think. And yeah, I guess that's it. Till next time. Before we go, we're going to do some housekeeping. Look at you, ready to say goodbye.
I won't
Where's
get
the
ready to say goodbye.
respect? Look at you. You had the peace sign ready.
I had an itch on my forehead. Did you not see the way I was itching my forehead?
Course.
I said,
all right, cool. If you're new here and you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe. Okay, subscribe. It's a party over here. Okay, we just keep getting better and better. Join the community. Hit us up in the comments. Those of you that have been waiting for us to come back, I know you missed us. Thank you for being patient. Thanks for coming back. We love you so much. We do this for you lot. Hit the like button. And yeah, the socials will be at the bottom of the screen. Man, I miss saying that. And if there's anything you would like us to discuss, the email's on the screen too. Hit us up in the emails. You know what? Yeah, I forgot to mention. Okay. Wow. UK listeners, you might have noticed that episode 25 is no longer on the list.
Oh, mad.
Why? Because a certain Mr. Westwood.
Yeah, baby.
Filed a complaint about us. Mad. Little Ush, he's pressed. He is pressed. Filed a complaint about us. Apparently, we said some things that he felt was defaming his reputation, which makes no sense because the actual documentary that we were talking about is still up. I'm just saying. Anyway.
I mean.
So all of you lot international guys that watch us, please run up the views on episode 25 season 1, please. Run it up. Okay? And those of you in the UK, I reckon those in the UK can still watch that episode with a VPN. Wink, wink.
You can. And drop a yeah baby on this video. If you can get on that video, drop a yeah baby on that. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. Let's
drop a bomb on it.
Drop a bomb on this thing. Because you know what? Now I'm not gonna stop talking about it. Because he's really peed me off now.
I'm gonna talk about it all the time.
We're gonna talk about it again and again and again, and we're fighting with YouTube. We're not fighting with YouTube, but we will be going back to YouTube to be like, there's a defaming, please.
You gotta sort that one out.
Yeah, we gotta sort that out. We'll sort that. But just back the thing in the comments. You see me, okay? But yeah, guys, for real now, I'll shut up and say goodbye. So, till next time.
Scratch my forehead.